Hello, everyone. This is Fenrir the God Eater again, showing my face for the second time. If you didn't catch my face too well during my interview with Matt Clark, the Gray Skeptic, well, then here's your chance again. I've got the typical heathen look now these days with my gauges and septum ring and my tattoos, but not your typical Jehovah's Witness look, but that's probably a good thing now. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this book right here. What does the Bible really teach? If you're new to Jehovah's Witnesses, you may not recognize it because I believe now it's a bluish gray book. And it's got some new light in it from the governing body, but it's pretty much the same bullshit as this. And so I'm just going to go over the first page of content because it bothered me when I went over it again, during my Bible study with an elder a little while ago who was trying to bring me back to the faith when I was, fading. But, I'm just going to go over that and I'll start. Is this what God purposed? Read any newspaper, look at television, or listen to the radio. There are so many stories of crime, war, and terrorism. Think about your own troubles. Perhaps illness or the death of a loved one is causing you great distress. You may feel like the good man Job, who said that he was drenched with misery. Ask yourself, is this what God purposed for me and for the rest of mankind? Where can I find help to cope with my problems? Is there any hope that we will ever see peace on the earth? The Bible provides satisfying answers to these questions. Did y'all like my JW reading? But anyway, when I went back over this, I was able to do it a little more objectively and critically. And right away, something, stood out to me and I caught it. When it said there are so many stories of crime, war, and terrorism, and think about your own troubles. Perhaps illness or death of a loved one is causing you great distress. I noticed right away that the writers of this book were toying with people's emotions. They really grabbed at people's fear and their sadness with things like terrorism and the loss of a loved one. And I just wanted to say that I think that's wrong of them to do that, to draw on people's fear and their sadness. It's a tactic used by not just Jehovah's Witnesses, but other cults. It, paints a picture that the outside world is so awful and that the only way to solve your problems is to basically join our religion and all your problems will be washed away. Or at least will offer you an unrealistic hope that all those things will be washed away in a near future. And like I said, I find that to be an evil tactic. I can no longer just sit by and let people read this and let it work, because it has been working. It worked on my family. It's worked on many people that I've met throughout my whole life growing up as a Jehovah's Witness. And I find it sad now that little bit right there worked on so many people. You don't really get to think about it and stand back and look at it when you go over this, because like say when we were in the book study back in the day, since it's just an introduction, we'd breeze right through it. You'd read that bit and move on to the next page, not really get to have a good discussion about it. But like I said, when I was able to step back and really look at it, immediately when it pointed that stuff out, I said, well, wait a minute. What about all the countless stories of good things that happen in the world. Because believe it or not, that does happen. Good things do happen in this world because there are decent people out there that want to see good things happen. But we don't talk about that in Jehovah's Witness faith. It doesn't fit their narrative, and that's why. If it doesn't make the world look bad, then it's not helping the organization. So, yeah, I mean, it's plain as day now. It's hard to see how you couldn't recognize that the Watchtower was playing with your emotions by pointing that stuff out. Especially when it talks about, the death of loved ones. That's their number one thing to prey on with people is loss. And unfortunately it works too often. So that's my thought on it. I'll answer these questions. Is this what God purposed for me and for the rest of mankind? I don't think so, because I don't believe in God anymore. I especially don't believe in the God of the Bible, and especially don't believe in Jehovah, the Jehovah's Witnesses God. So that answers that question. Where can I find help to cope with my problems? There are a lot of places. The first place I would look into, if you have the means, is therapy. Helped me out a lot. So there you go. There's countless things out there that help people cope with problems. You just got to go out there and look for them, and not let people knock on your door and talk you into joining their cult to solve those problems. Be proactive, people. Is there any hope that we will ever see peace on the earth? Like I said, that is a black and white fallacy I believe they're using, as if there isn't any peace on earth right now. Yes, there's a lot of turmoil going on, but at the same time, there are good things. There is peace out there. You have to be a part of it, though, and not just sit back under a rock, under a mountain that is a organization that makes you quiver in fear and wait for unrealistic expectations. We have to be proactive, and we have to be a part of the change that will make this world a better place. So those are my answers to those questions. Hopefully you can come up with your own, and we can start doing good things. So guess that'll be it. Thanks for watching.